mix, and let's just go down with it, right? Just, it'll come over 2 lengths, 2 full knife lengths on the one side. All right, and then we'll switch. We'll go 1 full length on the one side, and then about half on his left. All right, so pull it down like this. Real straight. These are the walls of our cabin. You don't want them to be wavy. All right, you're going to come up like that. Very cool. These guys are going to come down. You know what? Let's do 2.5. Just make him ginormous. You can always go up and change the pitch too. Change the angle. There we go. There we go. It's looking better in my brain. All right, make a match though. Pop off a little lip off the side. Just a little touch. I always run out of paint right at the crucial moment. Right at the crucial part where I need a bit of wall and then just a little line off my edge. Right, to have my little pitch of my house over there. The same thing off of this side. Keep adjusting my roof angle here. There we go. Now, once we're on our side of our cabin, we're going to want to turn it straight and then pull it down 2 times off of the back. All right, so we'll come back like this 2 times. Boom, boom, boom. Just pulling it down is all you need to do, right? Now, we have this giant, enormous building with all of this thick paint on it, like tons of thick paint. Let's scrape away at some of this stuff. We don't need all of it, right? Don't need to have it all. Scraping away. Its roof keeps wanting to get a little bit bigger. So we come down right there. Bam, bam. Now we'll take a little bit of this guy, go off the side or off the top of him, turn down here, and then fill in his whole side with a bit of snow. Right? Now we don't need to cover it all with darkness because we're going to go across it with white. Now, let's scrape up all this mix, grab up our brush, and really soften this guy down, right? Just going to start to pull down on him with the brush. Not trying to drag it any further than it is, just trying to change its consistency, right? It's not a paletted knife feel. Now it's got the brush texture to it, right? And if you want to, drag it a little further down. All up to us, right? Take it down like this. All depends. You want to have a little bit extra, especially down on your left side. And that way you can hide it in your snow. Right? Just like that. Old little building, hanging out there in the frozen tundra. The frozen snowiness. All right, now we want to keep it a little dark and have enough paint on there where it's going to grip our knife as we go down, right? Now, wherever we decide to pull out our land from the base of our cabin, we have to work in this downward angle till you get to the bottom of your cabin, right? So you pull a little bit higher, this downward little, and then we'll pop up and go the other direction. By getting higher and higher and higher, going that way. So now you have this little check mark of a building looking at you just like that. Let's take a little of our white paint, because we're going to have snow on the top. All right, grab this guy up, right over the top, drag it down. Scrape up some more. Drag it down nice and thick. My goodness. My goodness. Right to the top of the line. Boom. Pull it down off the edge, right? You can always drag it over a little bit off the side. We'll clean it up a little later. Just like that. Very cool, right? Even if it's got a couple little breaks in it, looks like little holes or little things that are just too thick to be covered. You know what I mean? Not everything's got to be covered. Got our whole little roof pitch right there. Now we'll take a little bit of white off the top of the thing over here, right? Not necessarily on the black or the dark colored paint, but on the top of it. So you don't lose that darkness or our little line that we kicked out the side, right? Very cool looking. Now let's come in here. We'll mix up a little bit of brown with a little bit of our kind of whitish, grayish color over here. A bit more white. Mix this guy up. Bam, 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 bam. Scrape it up. Pull it over here. Right? Now, the problem is, if you mix it up too well, it's going to look funky. Right? You have to kind of leave it where you've got all these different colors in there. So we scrape up from one section. Say we come underneath here and just go straight down. Just very lightly. Right? We're not trying to go fast, which is going to make it look more like wood versus more like a mountain. Right? If we try to go fast and and let it break down like that, it's going to look like this guy back here. But if we slowly attempt to do it, then you should get those wood grain marks as they start rolling through our scene. And whatever colors that we have on there, right, it's going to start interacting and looking really cool. A little bit more, bring it down like that. Over on this guy, bang, there's the side of our house right there, right? Just so simply and easily as all of my tape comes untaped. Here we go. I don't know why, for whatever reason, it won't stay taped anymore. I need to like scuff up my table or something. It's got too much paint on my table and it won't stay stuck. There we go. All right, now let's switch to a darker color because we want our darker, or our one side of our cabin to be a little bit different. Actually, it needs to be a little bit lighter, Joshy, which is good because we made too much of this light paint. So let's intermix this light paint so it's a little bit brighter. Bang, just like that, right? Scrape up a little bit of this guy. And the angle is much different. It's instead of coming down with our knife like this, we're coming straight at it, pulling it down, smushing it on there. You want to get enough of it to where it goes on and it'll look like wood. That side's a little bit brighter, this side's a little bit darker because it's in the shadows, but not every piece of wood is all the same, right? Not in my cabin anyway. If I was out there building a cabin, it wouldn't look all the same, let me tell you. Now I'm going to switch to the small knife. You see how we left a little bit of darkness underneath that pitch of our roof too? It freaking works. It's like a little bit of shadow. You don't want it to be too big, but you want to have it there. Because it works, man. Especially off of this side, which is our shadowier side. Take a little bit of our dark mix that we made our cabin with, right? Just let it mix down. Boom. Very cool. A couple little bits of dark on that one side. And if you don't like it, you can always go back and brighten it up. Very neat. Now let's take our knife, our little small knife, and I'm going to cut out a door just like this, just by real hard through the whole canvas. Right? And cut out a whole little door like that. Scoop up that whole little chunk of paint. Look at that. It's insane the amount of paint that's on the knife right there. It's foul. It's just gross. All right, wipe that off. Come over here, man. We got a little window. It's like 1.5 lengths on our window right here, right? Now, perhaps what we could do, just maybe, we'll put like a little window on the side too. This little long little window on the side. Right? What if we took a bit of yeller, some of our yeller, ground it up over here, and then deposited it down inside our windows. Just like that. Just like a little yellow glow inside the window. Cool. I don't want to go a little green with all that blue, but you know what I mean. Very neat. Right. Looks like someone's home. Looks like someone's home, and if you don't like it, you literally scrape it away. Right? Take it off. Come over here. Scrape our window out again. Right? Go back and add some dark color in. Now nobody's at home. And you've got the dark color in there. Right? Just became much colder inside this cabin for whatever reason to me. It's much more dark. Stormy. Right there. Pop, pop, pop. Very cool, guys. I like it. I like it. What do you guys think? What do you think? Thank you, thank you. I like it with the lights off. You know what I mean? It makes it more cold. More colder. Let's go out a little bit more. Bang, just like that. Just chilly, guys. It's so chilly. Again, we can take some of this, kind of clean up the edges of the base of our cabin wherever we want it to be. Bring it down in that little diagonal line. Right, so if we keep adding and we keep going up and we keep going up, eventually you'll have this diagonal line going down this way and then another one going up that direction. That way our cabin will look more 3D if it's going in both directions like that. All right, then we don't have to do it now, but we could take a bit of snow and literally light up the whole rest of that area until it blends in with our area down here, right? All up to what we want it to look like. That's literally it. What do we want it to look like versus how it looked before, how you did it the first time, whatever, doesn't matter. Right? A little bit of our brighter snow on this side. Maybe we had like a little ridge. Ooh, that's a lot of thick, bright snow right there. A little ridge right here where we can see some light. So it's brighter over here. You know what I mean? Take our snow, pull it off the other direction. Sweep it back up towards. We're going to put a couple bushes and stuff. It'll be all good. Bam, bam, bam. Leaving that little bit of unpainted, misty area at the base of our clouds adds so much depth, guys. Literally, just miles of depth back there. Come into our dark mix. Who knows that 3-color dark mix? If you know it, type it into the comments.